What's up, guys? It's your girl Karabo Maete, and you are welcome to my channel. If you're new on this channel, please don't make it your last by clicking the subscription button below so you can be one of us. And if you're an oldie goldie, you are more than welcome back. Thank you so much, guys, for the continued support and the love. I really do not take it for granted. So on today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the importance of relationships in our lives, and the importance of always covering the relationships we have with the blood, of course, and mind you, when I'm talking about relationships, I'm not only talking about intimate relationships. I'm talking about whether intimate or just any relationship you have. So yeah, we're going to be getting into that in a short while. Don't mind the cup that I have in my hand. I'm having myself a hot cup of tea, which is my favorite, and the weather allows, so why not? So yes, guys, without wasting any time, let's get into the video of today. So guys, as we know, relationships are one of the very vital things that we have in our lives, as those are the things that God uses to mold us, to elevate us, or to bless us, etc., etc. There's so many things, many good things that God uses. God can't calm down himself, so obviously he has to use people. He uses relationships to bless us and to elevate us and to mold us. And equally, they say that everything that is a blessing to you, everything that attracts God to you, like blessings, is equally attracts the devil. So we know very well that because God uses relationship to bless us and to mold us, that is the same thing that the devil will fight. If there's one thing that we know that the devil will fight in our lives, is our relationships, especially God ordained relationships. Now, it may not only, I'm not only talking about intimate relationships, that is boyfriend and girlfriend and whatever. I'm also talking about any kind of relationships. It may be your friends, it may be family, it may be your colleagues at work, it may be your church members, or whatever it is. Any relationship that you have that is like very close to you and is blessing you in some way, that is one thing the devil will never allow you to have. Now, if you just have those kind of relationships or friendships that are not really growing you, they're actually even spoiling you, introducing you to all manner of bad things, yeah, the devil wouldn't mind that. In fact, the devil will always make sure that you people stay together and just continue wasting each other's life away. But those God ordained relationships or friendships, that the devil knows that these relationships, this person is growing you spiritually, or this person is helping you to grow, is helping you to grow in terms of your mindset, is changing your mindset, is bringing you closer to God. Oh my goodness, those are the relationships the devil will fight with everything in him, so that is why it is very important for us to always pray for the people in our lives. Every single person in your life that you have, your friends, the relationships that you have, especially the ones God ordained, you must always cover them with prayer. Now, the people that you have in your life, especially the people that are sent by God, the people that are blessing you in one way or another. Now, it may not really be in that big way. Sometimes we think that when people come into our life, the only blessing is when it's financial, when it involves money, when they are blessing us with money. That is when we say, okay, this relationship is from God. Yes, it's good, but it's not always that. It may be something little, like somebody who helps you to change your mindset. It may be somebody who helps you to draw you closer to God. It may be somebody who always advises you in the right way to go. It may be that person that you can confide in. Either way, as long as that person is helping you, especially growing you, those are the relationships that you need to protect with all you have. Now, the best protection that you can protect people, you can't always be around people. You are not even in people's hearts. You don't know what people are thinking. You don't even know what people are dreaming. Sometimes the devil may mislead people to have all these kind of dreams and visions and whatever that makes them feel like maybe you are not the person that they're looking for, or flash this bad idea about you, and then they just wake up. Devil has a way of making people misbehave and slowly drift apart from you. You had this person, or you had these people that you people were growing each other, praying together, doing the will of God together, and all of a sudden one of them just starts misbehaving and every other person follows and misbehave. Before you know it, that group is scattered, and people are slowly drifting apart from each other. Then you should know that there is something wrong. It is not the will of God. God does not break relationships that are that are growing you spiritually. No, I don't believe so. So that is why you need to always make sure that you cover the things and the people that you love with prayer. Call each and every one of them by names. That's what I do in my life. Every single person in my life, I pray for them. I cover them with the blood of Jesus. I anoint their head, and I decree and I declare that they will be normal. You will be normal. So I call you. You will be normal. Yes, I pray for them for their personal things, but I also never forget to anoint their head and pray that they will be normal. They will be normal, because the devil has a way of just messing people, and if the devil wants to mess you up, if the devil wants to mess somebody up, the first thing he will do, he will isolate you from the people who are blessing you. He will isolate you from the people who God has sent to bless you, to change your mindset, to change your story. Somebody may not have the money to fund your business, but they may give you business ideas. They may connect you to somebody. They may know someone who is in the business that you are familiar in. So it's not always waiting to meet somebody who's rich for you to say, oh, destiny helper. Destiny helpers are not always going to come in Maseratis and nice clothes and expensive clothes. It's those people that God has sent because they have a connection or they have information that you might need. And those are the relationships the devil will always fight in. The relationships that the devil knows, oh, this person might take you to where you have been looking for. This person may take you to that place that you have been looking for. Those are the relationships that the devil fights. So when you have certain relationships, certain friendship, colleagues, or people in church, spiritual fathers, spiritual mothers, that that these are people that are blessing my life so tremendously, I beg you in the name of God, the best gift and the best love and the best protection you can ever give to them is to pray for them. Always put them in your prayer. Always call them by their names. Anoint their head. Declare they will be normal. Declare blessings into their lives. We should always aspire not to come into people's life and they should still remain the same way. Even if you are not meant to be with those people, for a long time, even if you're just there for a season, make sure that you contribute something into their life. And the best contribution that you can really contribute is prayer. There are many contributions, but when you are somebody that is praying for you, trust me, the person loves you. There's a love in that, because even the Bible tells us to always pray for each other, to show each other love by praying for each other. So when you find people that you believe that they are sent by God or they are God ordained, cover them with prayers. Do not allow the devil to steal the relationships that are meant to bless you, because if God had sent, yes, God can use anyone and he can use different people, but if you are not observant enough and you're just living by chance, when people walk into your life, you're like, oh, okay, and then you people just stroll around. Sometimes you may not even quickly grab what you're supposed to. So sometimes you need to even ask God questions. God, this person that is in my life right now, what am I supposed to contribute in his or her life? This particular person, this and this and this and this person, call them by their names. What am I supposed to give to them? What am I supposed to contribute to them? Why are they in my life at this very moment? God, this person that is in my life right now, what am I supposed to gain from them? What am I supposed to get from them? What am I supposed to, how do I position myself for what? Because I don't believe that we meet people by chance. I really don't believe that people just stroll into our lives like they are some drunkards. I believe that people come, whether brought by God, brought by the devil, but either way, even if they're brought by the devil, obviously they are brought to scatter your life. They are brought to waste you and probably end up killing you. But now let's focus on the God ordained side. When people are sent into you, I believe that relationships are not just coincident. We meet people for a reason. So if you don't ask God why this person is in your life, you may even miss your God-ordained friend or your God-ordained business partner because you have familiarized yourself with that person, especially when you look at them and you feel like, nah, they don't really have money, so what could they bring into my life, right? You may not really quickly grab that this person is a person you're supposed to hold by the hand in terms of business. This is the person you're supposed to hold by the hand in terms of, friendships. You may even miss your God-ordained wife or your God-ordained husband because you have familiarized yourself with those people. So you need to ask God, God, this person that is in my life, what am I supposed to gain from this person, and what are they supposed to give to me, so that you do not miss it as well. Most of the times we miss it by, especially when we enter into relationships. I'm talking about intimate relationships, because you just feel like, oh, this person, I feel this way about this person, and you think that, oh, it's love, or it's it's a relationship, and then along the line you find that no, it wasn't. But when you later pray about it, God actually tells you, this person, you were not supposed to date this person, you were supposed to help this person, you were supposed to heal this person, you were supposed to do this and do that. So that is why it's important for us to pray for people in our life, so that we do not miss it by thinking that the feeling that we are having or the compassion we have towards somebody means we must be in a relationship with them. But you would understand that I have compassion because God has sent me to help this person in this area. I have compassion for this person because God has sent me to help this person in this area. So yeah, that is why it's very important for us to continue to pray for the relationships that we have and the people in our lives, and why are they in our lives at that very moment. Please and please and please make sure that you always pray for the people in your life. Pray for them, call them by their names. Now listen, I'm also including family, so I'm not saying you should forget about family. Pray for every person in your life. Call them by their names and anoint their head and declare they will be normal. Cover them with the blood of Jesus, so that whatever it is that happens, when you pray for things, when things happen that you didn't expect, you are at peace, because you know that this is definitely the will of God, because I did everything to pray for this relationship, for this friendship, for my family. I did everything possible to pray for this particular person who was in hospital and sick, and I prayed and I did my part, but they still departed. That is, they still passed away. So yeah, it is the will of God. But when you don't pray about things, when things happen, you are always confused and you always feel defeated, like you allowed the devil to have his way. But when you pray for relationships in your life, and when you pray for people in your life, when things still happen that you didn't expect, then you are at peace to know that, oh, okay, that means it is the will of God. Alright guys, we have come to the end of this video yet again. If it has blessed you in one way or another, please do not forget to like, leave a comment, and also share. It might be a blessing to somebody on your social media. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I pray the good Lord bless you, keep you, cause his face to shine upon you, and be very, very gracious to you. I love you so much. Until next time, mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.